All right, so we're going to begin with this video first, and then when she's done, we're going to dive deeper into it.
There are 3 nice guy behaviors that will always get you friend zoned. And if you want to stop blowing your chances with the girls that you're interested in, I suggest hitting follow and then save so that you can use this video for future reference. 1. You never say no or share your own opinions. Women want a partner who can add value to their life, not a partner who becomes their shadow. 2. You do favors to prove your value. Picking her up, helping her move, fixing her car for her. You over-investing your time in her before she's actually earned it like a friend would do is only ever going to have her looking at you like that helpful friend that she can call up when she needs him. And number 3, never making a move. You're always around to hang out and talk and even to support her emotionally, but you never flirt, you never touch her, and you never make your romantic intentions clear. And because of that, she assumes that you're not interested or that you're not confident enough to take the lead. As always, feel free to save this video as a helpful reminder so that you stop getting put in the friend zone.
All right, so now we're going to go deeper on this topic. Let's go. Come with me. This is an example of people who succumb to the fear that I'm talking about. They make other people self-conscious. They make other people more timid or more aggressive, right? People cannot trust them. They don't know whether or not to put them in a position of leadership because they inspire no confidence. Why? Because you never face your fears. People, the way people judge people is all about how competent they look. Very few people actually judge you based on your true character and based on the things that you've done in the past. They generally have a feeling about you. Your vibe is a reflection of all of the things you've done in the past. All of those things that you failed to do that nobody knows about, people are still reacting to it through your nonverbal cues. They can sense that you once gave up. They can sense that you allow your demons to overtake you. And this unconscious belief in this unconscious sensing of those signals causes people to react with no respect to you because they're reacting to your past. And you can never get anywhere in life. You can never get any promotion. You can never get what you want in life if this is how you're walking around. This is what happens when you just become timid. What you want to do is use your timidity as a strategy. Is use your audacity as a strategy, not as a permanent state of mind. These are tools that you want to pick up and tools that you want to be able to pick down. Not like you're in one direction, one mode, one way of thinking. First, to do this, you got to understand something that I always say on my channel. First, people are more likely to attack you if they see you as weak. Simple as that. It's just that simple, right? Second, they cannot know for sure that you are weak. So they depend on the signals that you give out through your behavior, past and present. And third, the most important part, they are after easy victories. This is why they don't prey on the weak. They don't want somebody who could fight back. They could be stronger than you, and maybe they could completely destroy you. But if they sense that you're going to fight back, they'd rather leave you alone. Just an example of Frederick Douglass. It's one of my favorite stories. Frederick Douglass was a slave, and he was a very rebellious slave. Long story short, his slave master wanted to break him in. So he sent them to the slave breaker, right? He was a guy who specializes in breaking slaves during that time. And he sent them to him, and the first few days, it was normal, but then there was a time when they got into a fight. He whooped them, the slave master, and Frederick Douglass fought back. And Frederick was a big guy, like he was humongous, and he fought the slave owner. The slave breaker. He fought the slave breaker and his assistant. He beat both of them up. And then he left them at the barn and ran away. And Frederick was like, oh my God, he's gonna come and kill me. He's gonna come and kill me. But then he realized he wasn't gonna kill him. Why? Because if he killed Frederick, he was known to break everyone. And if he killed Frederick, the word would get around that he actually failed with one slave and it could ruin his business. So what he did was actually leave Frederick alone. And that's when Frederick said, that's when I became a man. That's when I felt like I was born. And ever since then, that slave guy never touched Douglas, never beat him, and was actually very careful around Douglas. And Douglas realized the power of fighting back, the power of standing up to someone. What tends to happen is that one act of audacity will literally create an aura of power around you. And you succumbing to people's abuses, you taking the bullshit that people give you. What they realize is that they actually lose respect for you. One of the things about bullies is that bullies respect people with audacity. An example was when I was playing basketball. I think I told the story, and how this one guy just kept talking shit to one of my teammates. Just kept talking shit, called him a bitch. I mean, yo, this dude was going in, getting in his face, and my teammate wasn't doing anything. My teammate was just hooping and letting his game speak to him. Like towards the last play of the game, no, like it was almost the end of the game, the guy got in my teammate's face, and my teammate just out of nowhere clocked him. Pop, pop. I just clocked him and went back to playing basketball. That guy was quiet the rest of the game. Actually, this is from my course, The Feminine Woman. If you guys enjoy this type of content, you guys can pre-order my course. I just finished doing week 1, week 2, and this video, and so they should be up by tomorrow. So for all you guys who purchased my course, The Feminine Woman, just be alert that by tomorrow I should have the first week and the second week and the complete portion of this video. Maybe in 2 days, but yeah. I'm doing the course. Father Alex does not scam his subscribers. Let's continue with the video. Another example was this. I was in New York City, and there was this one guy who was fighting this Mexican guy. Long story short, I caught them when they were confronting each other. The Mexican guy had a knife, and the white guy didn't have anything. But you know what the white guy had? A pair of fucking steel balls, man. This dude was the most audacious person I've ever seen in my life. This guy was like this, literally. Okay, this is imagine you're the Mexican guy. He was like, go ahead, fucking stab me. You got one motherfucking stab, and when I grab you, I'm gonna choke the living shit out of you. Go ahead, stab me. Go ahead. Only one. You only get one stab. That's what I remember him saying. You only get one stab. After that, I'm gonna grab you and choke the shit out of you. And the guy was like, and they both backed off. And I was like, yo, I've never seen that level of audacity, that level of boldness, disarm a guy with an actual weapon. His weapon was literally his balls, his boldness. Like, it's insane how that works. So what did he do? The first law, remember, they will attack you if they think you're weak. So he thought he was weak because he didn't have a knife. But then people don't know whether or not you're weak. And so they observe your behavior, past and present. And the behavior of that guy was fearlessness. So then the guy realized that if he fought him, he was going to be able to beat him and stab him, but in the process of fighting him, he could get hurt. So what did he do? He backed off. Pretty much the same laws. You see, timidity doesn't inspire love, doesn't inspire ay bendito, doesn't inspire people feeling bad for you. What it just inspires is disrespect. It's just that simple. It's unfortunate, right? It does suck, but it's just that simple. Niceness doesn't inspire niceness. It doesn't. It just inspires pity. You might confuse niceness with just them feeling pitiful of you. Only time niceness elicits niceness is when it's strategic, is when it's in the person's best interest. What they really are secret warriors, wolves disguised as sheep. Slippery people who act nice to hide their aggression. That's all they are. Never out of a natural response, because niceness just doesn't inspire niceness. You got to get that through your heads. Timidity only inspires people to procrastinate, aggression, more deception. It's like asking for your money back to someone who owes you money, and all you do is like, can you give me my money back? You're not gonna get your money back. You're too weak. You're too timid. You're not. They're gonna procrastinate because they don't respect you. You must become that person, nice on the outside, but aggressive on the inside. Where you are diplomatic on the outside, but you are unrelentless. You are relentless on the inside. So timidity, on the other hand, causes you to drive in one direction, one gear. What you want to be able to do is use timidity and niceness as a way to change the tempo, to mix things up. Moments of timidity and moments of boldness, moments of audacity. Overcoming this and using these tools will give you a different gear. An example was Vlad the Impaler. Vlad, long story short, he was getting abused in his castle, right? He was a prince, I think so, right? Long story short, the kings of that time used to really beat up on him, make fun of him, and he was really quiet. The reason why he was really quiet is because he knew it wasn't his time. As soon as his time came, he set up a trap for the people who abused him, and just with one finger, his guards came and killed them all, right? All of that was strategic. He could have lashed out at any moment in time, but he knew that if he did, he would have been killed. And so he used his timidity to buy himself time. And when he finally got the power, in one swift, bold move, he put fear into everyone's heart and became Vlad the Impaler. Always remember that when people think you are weak, they act aggressive. Always remember that. Never forget that. The reason why you're surrounded by so many people who take advantage of you and bully you, and why you feel weak, and why you feel you can't speak up, is simply because they think you're weak. They think you're timid. They think you won't stand up. But if they feel like you're strong and unpredictable or have hidden resources, they will back off. Like the Godfather, when he was protecting his father, his father got shot, right? And nobody was around in the hospital. In fact, the Corleone family had the police guard the Godfather, but the police were corrupt and their enemies told the police to leave. And so Michael Corleone realized that his father was in the hospital unattended and people wanting to kill him. So what he did, he went there. He put his father in a secret room and he waited outside. And there was also somebody who the Godfather helped in the past. And him and Michael, the guy who helped the Godfather, who was actually there to give the Godfather flowers, he told him, wait for me, come with me outside, and let's act like we have guns and that we're watching over our father. So what he did, he told him to just go like get a jacket, conceal your hands, right? To conceal your hands means you have something inside. And they were just waiting, right? And so a car passed by, and when the car passed by, they went like this. The two guys. And that car was full with guys with guns and weapons. And there was only two guys defending the Godfather with no weapons. But what happened? They were bold, they were audacious, they stood in front, they went like that, right? And the people in the car saw it, and they moved away. Remember, people want a weak victim. If they notice that you're strong, they will back away. And remember, strength and power is literally a physical illusion, because the true sources of strength is always outside. It's never in outside view. They saw the intimidation, which was going like that, hiding their hands and standing still. They created the illusion of power, and so they backed away. And they saved their father with no weapons. But the appearance of being menacing, the appearance of having weapons gave them power. And it stopped an aggressive attack in the process. Right? This perception of vulnerability can potentially trigger aggressive behavior in some individuals, as they may feel a sense of power or dominance over those who seem less likely to assert themselves. If they would have saw no one there and What they would have sensed was weakness, gone inside the hospital, shot the whole place up, and killed the Godfather. Right? You got to realize that people get addicted to weak people. You literally become an addiction to people who are bullies. Why? Because power is a drug. You become an easy source of self-esteem. You become their drug, taking advantage over you. Like an army fighting a weaker one to increase its morale. People will use you to feel confident. People will use you to increase their self-esteem through your weaknesses. Right? You may not be strong, but you could definitely, just like Michael Corleone, affect people's perception of you. That's something that anyone can do. You must play with people's appearances to find and mislead them. For example, people who go to prison, a lot of them understand that getting tattoos makes you look more intimidating. It's just that simple. They start getting tattoos and it actually works. It's a sign of strength for some reason.
Now, if you guys enjoy this type of content, check out my course, Dark Game, or like I like to call it now, the Complete Man. It's a course that I created for guys who have no idea how to get women in their lives. As you guys can see, I have attracted a life that brings women into my life. I do a lot of social events, art events, meditation events, and I don't do that to get women. But what I notice is that it gets women into your life, right? And in this course, I teach you guys how to do this. I teach you, so that means even if you're friend zone, if you're the type of person that lacks assertiveness, if you were raised by a single mom and you didn't know how to get women, well, this is the course for you. It teaches you how to overcome approach anxiety, how to take action, because a lot of the times you watch these videos and you don't know how to take action, how to break patterns, how to build social circle, a pickup artistry course, right? Understanding your dark side, a bunch of things that helps a guy improve their dating life, right? Where we talk about how to find your purpose, female nature, the mindset game, the outer game, right? How to get her number, how to damage control, how to create competition, first date, using vulnerability, online games, social circle game, how to get threesomes. I mean, the whole shebang bang, right? And the beauty about this course is that there's a 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like it, you could just let me know and get a refund. There's the basic course, which is $99, and then there is the one with the bonuses, like that I just read to you. So just look through the sales letter, and there's actually some free clips that you guys can watch, right? I think so, right? No, there isn't, but yeah, just look at it. Let me know if you what you guys think of it. You just give it a try. If you don't like it, I will give you your money back. I've always given people refunds. So yeah, man. Hopefully, I can see you guys inside, and let's get back to the video.